How's everyone doing? We're back with more Kerbal Space Program, and I've got screen to screen with Jester.
Evening, everybody. Yes, here I am, world's worst KSP player. Attempting, got a few delights as well from me tonight. I'm gonna fly a prototype aircraft. You know it's going to end badly. And Jebediah Kerbin's going to suffer tonight. I tell you, he's on a busy evening. I'm also about to try and do some science in orbit around Kerbal. Now, to give you some idea, I have achieved these things in the past with KSP, but I've come back to the game. So with all the new boots and whistles and extra bits, to try and see what we can do with it. So it's going to be quite good fun.
We're doing it this way because why not double the fun?
Yeah, why not? Because you often hear me whittering along in the background. So.
This is kind of annoying. There we go. Okay, now I can do stuff. Yeah, the controls are very limited in the VAB for some reason.
I want to know what I've done with... Am I going mad? Yeah, I probably am.
If I got mad. Probably.
I'm just looking for my...
I'm going to launch a bunch of stuff just into space.
Well, always... I thought that was part of the game. I've got a bit of an idea for something I want to try. There it is what I'm looking for. A good old-fashioned heat shield. Can't beat it. I've got an idea this evening. I've been, like I said, I mentioned earlier on to everyone, I was working on a prototype aircraft. I'm going to try putting some of these, some rockets on it. I tried it earlier on today, and Jebediah Kerbal went into what can be described as a spin dryer. Because I got to about 30,000 feet, 10,000 meters, engaged these rocket motors, and the thing span through the sky like a pinwheel. Luckily, after they'd shut down, I jettisoned them and the aircraft stabilised again. But personally, I wouldn't have wanted to been in there. I'm surprised the whole thing didn't break up. Yeah, that was quite fun.
Right now, I'm doing 3 contracts. I've got a contract to test the LV-1 Ant liquid fuel engine on an escape trajectory out of Kerbin. Test the small landing gear in a suborbital trajectory over Kerbin. I'm probably not going to actually do that one. Test the lander can orbiting Kerbin, and fly by the Mun. I intend to test the landing CAD, test the engine, and fly by the Mun in the process. All in one mission.
Well, I'm doing all my contracts singly, because also I only have the 2 contracts. I haven't upgraded my contract centre or admin centre, whatever it is yet, to be able to do that. And also, while I was just muted there for a second, my wife came in and brought me a rather nice apple pie and ice cream. Well, it doesn't get any better.
That doesn't get any better. Engines, that thing. This thing, and this thing. And then we make this taller. Grab a stack decoupler, throw that down to there. This will be a disaster. How many parts can I use? I'm still limited to 30 parts. I don't have to worry about parachutes. Or really, for that matter, much in the way of science parts either.
The thing is, what I'm doing here is I'm actually going to be using a set of 3 winglets at the bottom. I've gone for a 3 winglet solution.
The wee one's popped up too.
Yes, I've got an audience here, ladies and gentlemen. He's small, aged about 4, and asking all sorts of questions. He's off again. Do you know what? Just that those of you who don't know, watching us recording, it's 10 to 7 here in the UK in the evening, and there's a mum and a 4-year-old and a bath. And the 4-year-old boys and liquid water can sometimes be a bad combo.
It's that time of night. Let's see here. Got that engine put up correctly.
So you won't get this on. You won't get that sort of thing happening on national television, you know.
Nope. Questionable how good this will actually be. Questionable how good this will actually be at all. I don't know if this is going to make it. I've got no quick saving too, so...
Well, I'm playing completely vanilla, so as it comes out of the box, so...
Well, actually, you can shut off quick saving as part of the difficulty settings. This is one of my very slow launching rockets again. But it's not going to be like that one rocket that I made that went up, started coming back down again, and then went back up again. You remember that one?
Oh, I'm launching a pest. I'm giving him a laser to play with. Okay, it's a class 1 laser capable of burning through the... No, yes, no.
A class 1 laser.
It's actually just one for... It's actually a light pen for playing with the cat. What's going on? We've got a kid in here in the last one. Anyway, this is not Kerbal Spacecraft, this is my life. My dull, boring life.
Whee! Oh god, this thing is slow. It's tipping over! It's going over! Oh, nope, it's balancing back out again. It's a bit wobbly. It's doing alright. It's a bit wobbly, but it's getting up. Oh, come on, you're a gimbaled engine. You shouldn't be having this problem. Whoops. Revert to vehicle assembly. I don't have enough parts. I can't put enough parts in these things to stabilize them properly. I thought this thing just loaded incorrectly. I can upgrade this now. Bam! I can now support more parts. Well, that actually gives me more options. Actually, let's take that entire bottom off. You've gone very quiet. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm sorry. I
Just
didn't
muted
think
yourself.
I didn't think the national audience, our planetary-wide audience, wanted to hear me eating an apple pie. I mean, let's face it, it's not a pleasant sound. I am not.
And also, if you mute it, it doesn't make everybody hungry. Oh boy.
True.
I want that engine. So these two engines go down there. This engine goes down there, too.
Right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, let's go.
You two go down there. There we go. That's a nicer looking rocket than mine.
Well, it's a pretty vanilla one. I'm using a triple SRB solution. You can see there's a bit of aerodynamic issues there going on as I accelerate past 400 meters per second.
Why still your blasters on?
Because they're going to go now. Oh, look, we're slowing down.
When you take all the
I'm trying to reach into this
you have
thing
to
I've
down
built
with
and
your
grab...
You
There we
know
go. Okay, it's that one.
say.
Have I got a parachute? I've
readjust
been
the
asked if I got a
staging.
parachute. I've been asked, do I have a parachute? And I always feel if you're going up and they're going to come down, that it's a very good idea to have a parachute. We've done parachutes today, haven't we? How's your bath doing?
Let me have
Mummy's probably very busy and planning your bath. You've never seen. He's ladies and gentlemen out there in the computer world. You can't see this 4-year-old, but he's got chocolate mousse all over his face. Clearly, he enjoyed his dinner tonight. Yeah, we're cruising along here pretty well.
Are you out to space?
Well, that's the plan, Dave. That's the plan. Mini Dave.
Whether that actually happens or not, it's a different matter.
Well, I'm now in orbit, which is pretty good.
Daddy,
Go on to this.
Daddy, can you take that bit off now?
Stick that on there.
Back to 75% power.
Stick these onto there. And now we actually have stabilization for this flight, so...
That's something. Daddy, can
Yeah.
you turn to the left?
High altitudes at apogee at 111,000 miles.
How much does this thing cost to launch? Oh, that's not that bad.
2,000 meters per second. This is actually proving a very good flight. Kerbin, we are clear probably for separation very shortly.
Stages are done.
There's a problem. I'm going to fire the engine before I stage. But these are the things that we get wrong.
One flyby? Question mark? Oh, I can't put question marks in the spacecraft names. Oh well. Oh, don't tell me there's a pilot. There shouldn't be a pilot. If there's a pilot, I'm gonna have to kick him off because he'll never be coming back. Goody, therethere's no pilot. This is an unmanned probe. Precisely how it's meant to be. Now it's got more power. Up into space we go. Using the asparagus staging slightly normally. Oh boy, it's wobbly. It's a wobbly. It's a wobbling.
I forgot to put a decoupler in.
You forgot to put a decoupler in?
Yeah.
You can always use explosive staging.
Yeah, the problem is it drained all the fuel from both tanks.
This is still not particularly brilliant. Why are you going off to the north?
Oh, I've got to transmit it. Oh, I've got this mission complete.
You've alt-tabbed too.
No, it just decided because if I touch the wrong thing on the screen, it decides to. So this now I'm now on a pretty suborbital type situation, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to speed up here because I'm going to be heading back to Kerbal very shortly. Or I could revert the flight, I suppose. I've got that option. But well,
What? Do you not have a parachute to land that?
I do, but it's like I really am quite. I'm going to revert. I'm being really awful here. I guess it's vanilla. So, first of all, let's fix our mistakes we've made on that flight. First, stack decoupler in the right place.
This is not the most brilliant launch ever. Is it going to get up there?
Coupler's in the right place, and I think on the science front, we need something to transmit with. Now,
I think it'll get up there.
DTS comms package, and I think I'm going to stick, as part of my utilities, I'm going to stick a couple of batteries on there, because I'm a little concerned that we may suffer some kind of failure of the comms system. Once we collect the data, so let's,
Failure of the comm system. It's going to require a lot of batteries, that's for one thing.
Yeah, I've put this slightly better comm system on, and I think what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put the thermometer on there as well, because that's just a little bit of extra data we can get out of this. I'm a great believer in get that little extra bit out. You know what I mean? Okay, let's save that again now.
Oh. I've been burning at half thrust. It's like, wow, this is taking a long time to get up there. No shit.
I think there's the teenagers next door are rioting, but this is okay. This is what teenagers do.
Can't be like Baltimore recently.
Is that politically correct? Can we say that, or are we going to lose our audience in Baltimore?
Well, I've never made this as a politically correct channel. We just kind of play video games and make comments.
Yeah, make stupid comments. I did watch some Clarkson tonight, so you know I'm feeling in a little less politically correct mood.
Yeah, did they decide what they're gonna do yet, or are they still like?
There's lots of politics going on here. BBC, I think, although they're supposedly not commercial, have suddenly realised they've lost a lot of money. I mean, if they were a commercial channel. The biggest problem is actually that, and I'm a huge fan of Clarkson, a massive one, but he did thump somebody at work. And if you or I did that, or anybody actually, it's not on. You'd expect to be fired. But the thing was, they didn't fire him. They just basically didn't renew his contract, which sort of is a bit crazy, really. They sort of left the door open, and the guy he thumped. It also turns out, although it's probably no excuse, that he had been suffering from stress. So yeah, you can sort of see where he's coming from there on that one.
My launch was a failure, by the way. It's too wobbly. So how am I gonna do this?
Shut off the engine.
Basic solid booster. Save that.
What to do now is I'm actually going to coast up to my apogee. Accelerate time a little to get me up there, and then we're going to
go back to this. Well, this help. Sometimes less is more. Launch. Let's see if this less is more thing is actually accurate. Makes for a shorter, more compact rocket that'll hopefully wobble less. It's also lighter. Did you get into orbit?
Just about to.
We should actually have a challenge for these things. Oop, there's a bit of wobbling.
Well, we've done it. We're in orbit, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh boy! It's spinning. It's a failure. We have another launch failure. Of course, I don't actually let it explode because I don't have autosaves. So what we'll do is we'll cut the thrust for that down to, let's just say 50.5.
Extending my array. We're locked.
64.5.
Okay. We're observing the materials bay, which is good. We've got some science.
Are you in orbit, or are you just in a suborbital flight?
No, I'm actually in an orbital flight here, which is pretty good.
So what should we do as a challenge? First one to drive around, drive a little rover on the moon.
That's a good one, considering I've never even built a rover.
Yeah, that's not really fair for you.
No, I'm up for a challenge as long as we keep it as a friendly challenge.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, I'm pretty much up for that.
Granted, how many times have you actually successfully landed on the moon?
I've only ever done it once. But I've done this in-space near Kerbin thing already, so...
Revert to vehicle assembly again.
The thing is, I wonder if I do an EVA, will I get a better crew report?
Oh, if you can do an EVA, yeah. My rocket just keeps going unstable.
Can I now, to do a crew report, I just right-click on him, don't I?
Yeah. Let's try this again.
Right, he's back in. That was sweaty palms time, wasn't it, mate?
Wait until you have to do docking. Because you can do docking too and assemble space stations and everything. I've assembled space stations in this game before. Way back when. Back in like version when docking first came out. I could have actually taken all the food out and saved weight. It's wobbly! Why must it be wobbly?
I use little, I like a small little aerial, I use a slightly less powerful engine. I use the reactor drive engine with a, while using a type of stabilizers and stuff.
Yeah, maybe I should stop using these solid boosters.
Solid boosters are great as long as you've got the reaction for low Earth atmosphere, and low Kerbin atmosphere, and you've got fins that move.
Yeah, I've got fins.
You want the moving ones though.
Yeah. I've got that, it's just my rocket wobbles. It is very wobbly.
See, you must be launching quite a heavy payload, or you...
It's not really that heavy.
Right, starting my re-entry burn.
Whoops, that blew up.
Where are we going to re-enter the atmosphere? Oh. Over there. Right, let's...
Whoa, this thing is maneuverable.
Packed away. Let's jettison that.
Very much rather late gravity burn here.
Oh, that's a great shot. I hope everybody's catching that view. Firing it off towards as I jettison the...
Yeah, I think I shouldn't be using these solid booster rockets to do this. I should be using more of the liquid-fueled rockets.
Yeah, I use a combination of liquid-fueled and SRBs. I use the SRBs if I need that initial umph, just to throw everything off the pad. The large SRBs, particularly for orbital stuff. 3 of them are a bit much because you lose a lot of energy pushing against the atmosphere, so you really want to get through that lower atmosphere though as quickly as possible. So your SRBs push you through the lower atmosphere, getting you going. You get rid of them, and away you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're enjoying the darkness there.
Yeah, well, you kind of run into a catch-22 there, because you want to get through the lower atmosphere as fast as possible, yes. But the more energy you throw into it early on, the more energy you also lose through the just air resistance as it burns up on your ship.
Basically, you're punching through there.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I mean, there's a reason why a Saturn V had 4 or 5 massive engines, you know, and was only launching basically the 3rd stage and the service and command modules. The reason being was that weight they needed to get into orbit with some fuel so that it could then do the burn towards the moon. they then decouple the command module. That would be a fantastic project to try and actually replicate in this.
An Apollo-style moon landing? People have done it.
I'm certain it's got to be done, because what you're trying there is the biggest problem would be constructing something to wrap the. I'm sure there's a mod out there that would allow you to do it, but basically to put the lander in as a separate item in the spacecraft.
Oh, you can do that now.
Yeah, but it's covering it up so that it.
Yep,
it's
there's a
protected.
procedural cowling system thing. So you can put a cover over it.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody's developed it.
No, it's actually part of the game now. It's a vanilla thing.
All right.
Yeah, I've got no clue how it works. I'm not even sure if it's a technology you need to research.
That was a very. Yeah, my wife's just put her head around the door and said, "I think about the apple pie." She says that's a nice tart. Well, I'd like to say about my wife, she's a nice tart too, and I enjoyed the apple pie as well. So that's gone out to the world. I assume we're broadcasting on Twitch right now.
Nope.
No. Oh.
Only recording. And once I get into orbit, I need to stop this recording because I forgot to turn the timer on.
Oh, that's bad, man.
So I don't actually know.
That's great, because I should imagine my landing will be ready by then. I've lost my spaceship. It's so dark. Where's the mun? Oh, it's that black bit below me.
Come on, get up there, get up there, get up there. And I'm in orbit.
You're in orbit. Well, I'm
Yeah.
going to be down soon, so...
So, I'm going to cut the episode here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll get more later. Heck, I might continue this beyond the 25 episodes thing.
Well, I think so. I mean, the KSP is always worth doing.
Oh, yeah.